getting the 9th win is huge, I think, for this program. We had great leadership out of Russell on the offensive side of the football all year, and certainly Nate on the defensive side of the ball. The defense played great. Russell made some tremendous individual plays that gave us the opportunity to win the game, and we're just fortunate to walk out of here with a victory.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to Q&A. If you can find someone with a mic, please.
Nate, I know there were some tears for you after the game. Can you just talk about what this means to you to wrap up your career in the way you guys did tonight?
It means a whole lot to me, going through what I went through last year and the previous years on the football team, not being able to have a winning season. But to go out and come back and go out as a champion, it feels real good.
Nate, playing the role of underdog going into this game, I mean, how important was that for the team, to kind of come out here and prove the nation wrong?
I don't think it really was about, proving the nation wrong. It was just more focused on coming out and doing what we know we can do. That's play hard, tough football.
Coach, can you talk about Jarvis Williams and his development over the past couple of years?
Jarvis has really grown off the field and on the field. I think he's matured a lot. He was elected captain this year, so it spoke about the team, because the team elects the captains. They know who their leaders are. And along with these two guys, he was elected captain of his football team. He was excited about the opportunity to come back here and play in the shadow of his high school, former high school. And I think every day on the bus he was pointing out to these guys where his street was as they went by. That's my hood over there. So it was a big opportunity for Jarvis, and he made him. I mean, that play that he went down the boundary. If we just came out of that tackle, I'd love to see him get a touchdown there. But at the end, he made a big play. Russell did the Russell and ran around and finally.
All right, back in the room.
This is for Russell. You guys were the first team to put up more than 20 points in a game against West Virginia this season. Can you just talk about their defense and what you saw in it tonight?
Well, their defense did a great job the whole night, and we knew it was going to be a battle. We have a great offense, and they have a great defense, and it was going to be a showdown. We knew it. We were ready for it. Coach O'Brien and the staff got us really ready for the game the whole past month. So, they did make some big stops there in the red zone when we did have opportunities, but the main thing is just stepping up and winning the game and finding a way to make a play, and we made that.
All right, over here in the front right.
Russell, does this game have any bearing on any decision you might make about your future? And also on that, how quickly do you plan to meet with Tom and talk over the future?
We're not going to answer any questions about the future. We're going to enjoy tonight. It's been a great night. We'll decide sometime here the next week or so. We'll get together and figure it out. But it's going to be what's best for Russell, and that's what the decision is going to be. So let's forget about that. Let's enjoy what we have to do tonight.
Cam.
That okay with you, Russell? Coach, this may be a future-oriented question. Wanted to see if you could talk about, you mentioned out on the podium, getting to be a ranked team. If you could get in the final top 25 in the rankings, what would that mean for your program if it does happen? It seems like it's something that's important to you.
Well, I think it is. It shows progress, and it shows people, not only in our state but across the nation, that our football team is definitely on the rise and headed the right direction. It was flattering this year when we got ranked a couple times, but we never could hold on to it. But I think the team appreciated the fact that it was just at that point for what they had accomplished to that point. We took some steps back, not by any lack of effort or concentration on our part, but certainly, the opportunity to play a ranked team in a bowl game was big for us. And, anytime that you can knock somebody out of the top 25, somebody else has to go back in it. So I hope that we did enough on TV tonight, being the only game of the night with our 9th win, that we might attract enough votes. I think this team's deserving to be a top 25 team now at the end of the year.
Coach, in the back, straight back. Was this
not so much a grinded out, dominate the other team kind of, was this an opportunistic victory? And talk about the opportunistic things the team does.
Well, we're a bunch of grinders, so I mean, we knew coming in how good their defense was. You don't get to be a top 5 defense in the country. I don't care who you are, unless you're a great defense. And they have a lot of power, and they came from all angles at us. But I think that, you know, certainly Coach Biden and the offensive staff has had some experience against that defense. I think they had a great plan for it. You know, even though I think we kept the ball over 5 minutes, you know, to start the half. You know, we thought we had them on the run in the first half, a little tired, trying to get them tired out. But as somebody said, I guess if 23 is the most points against them, you know, that's a great effort for us offensively. And then I think certainly Coach Archer did a great job getting our defensive football team ready. We hit the quarterback a lot and had him running all the time. Now he, you know, made some runs that hurt us that, you know, but that's, you know, he's a pretty dang good athlete. He can make plays too, but, you know, it was a hard-fought game on both sides, and we were fortunate, you know, the battle, it always turns on turnovers. And, you know, we created a lot tonight, and that made the difference in the football game.
All right, over here on the ring.
Russell, I won't ask you about your decision that you have to make, but as far as, you know, moving forward, if this was your last game, can you just talk about what football has meant to you and what it means to you to be able to go out with a win this season?
You know, I've been blessed to have the opportunity to play football and baseball my whole life, and you know, if it happens, you know, in the future that I can still do that, if it doesn't, whatever. But I know that playing, you know, for Coach O'Brien, playing for NC State, as whether I do come back or not, has been a great opportunity, been a great blessing. You know, I'm very passionate about NC State and NC State football, and I will always be. And you know, every single day I work my butt off to try to be the best player that I can be. You know, I want to be a starting quarterback in the NFL one day, and I want to be a starting second baseman in the Major League Baseball one day. So, you know, no matter what, you know, I work my butt off every day to try to be the best, and that's my mindset.
Coach, your thoughts on James Washington as part of your running game?
You know, James, he's another guy that's very excited to get back here, get back home. He missed the first trip when we came to play Central Florida early. He pulled his hamstring in camp, and I don't think really was totally functional until almost November. And, you know, one of the things that we liked about him in high school is he carried the ball about 40 times a game, and he never tired, and you know, he's as strong in the fourth quarter as he was, you know, in the first quarter. So, you know, he was excited about this opportunity. It's a great challenge for our offensive line and our running backs to run against this defense, and I think he did a great job tonight.
All right, one last question.
Coach, did you guys talk about before the game winning the battle of the turnovers and that being a focal point in you possibly winning the game tonight?
No, it certainly was a focal point of winning the game. We always work hard to win the turnover battles. You know, there's certain things that you know, we pride ourselves on, and that's one of the things that was lacking early in this program that we worked extremely hard. You know, we have a period once a week that you know, we try to create turnovers, and it's a thing that's coached all the time by our defensive coaches.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. If you guys have